Well, hello and good morning. Today we're going to talk about how I make money online as a mom over 50 with 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. So our live today is going to be a little different than normal because I thought I would pull out my marker and my little whiteboard, and we're going to change this a little bit. Gonna see a little bit more of the background. There we go. So that you can see my board. Okay. So by the end of this live today, I'm actually going to walk you guys through this entire thing. I'm going to share with you what I've been doing for the past year and 14, a year and I can't even talk right. A year and 4 months. So if you're new to me, say hi, drop hi in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to walk you guys through this. Listen, if I can do this, you can do this. And I was praying to God, asking God for a way. You know what annoys me? These cords right here. This is why I changed the frame, like the way this looks, because I can't stand the cords. But anyways, let's get to this because I know you don't care about my cords. I care about the cords. I'm going to walk you through this. If you have questions today, drop them in the comments and I'm going to ask you questions. Okay. So we're talking about making money online. Okay. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. Let me share with you where I was. And if you laugh at my drawing, oh my gosh, don't laugh at my drawing. It's okay. You can laugh at my drawing. So this is gonna be in your head forever. I'm kidding. What did you do? Man, last year, I'm gonna tell you my story. I used to do the dash. I was a dasher. Okay. I was stuck and I was struggling because I was aiming for 18 a month. Is there anybody in here today who feels my pain? Like, are you struck? Are you struck? Are you stuck? Did I tell you that what I do? Good thing I don't have to be perfect because I'm not perfect. And I can tell you this, just be you, because authenticity ranks. And you know what? The days of like being totally scripted and forget that. This is really about just showing up, and I am here to tell you what God has done for me, what I do now, because when I was over here, I was a stuck mom. I was stuck, I was stressed, and I was struggling. I was praying to God, asking him, please, please give me a way, because I'm a homeschooling mom and all I wanted to do was be at home with my kids. So I was sad, man. Like I was stressed. If anybody in here today is stressed, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I know I'm not the only one. You can drop a 1. Um I was doing 40 hours. I was aiming for this. Who can survive off of that? Definitely not this mom. I don't know about you, but I can't. I had 4 kids in my house at the time. There was a family of 5 of us, and these words right here, those were my words. Stuck because I couldn't figure out how to get out of this. I didn't have the skills. I didn't have the schooling. Like I didn't have any high income earning skills, right? So I was kind of stuck, don't mind me. And I couldn't figure out how to get out of it. So last year, that's where I was in June of 2024. Let me tell you what happened. The worst thing that could happen to a dasher happened to me. We should do some smoke, although there was no smoke. It was a rainy night in Texas. Let me tell you what happened. Transmission went on my vehicle, and I was like, great. I remember laughing and I remember crying, thinking, okay, God, now what? Because I didn't know what I was going to do. It was in June of 2024. And I'll tell you what happened. This girl popped up on social media, just like I'm here talking to you. And she was talking about God, homeschooling, and making boatloads. Now, you might, as soon as I say boatloads, I might lose some of you, and that's okay because I did the same thing. I scrolled. As soon as she said boatloads, I was like, yeah, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no way this is for me. So I scrolled. 2 days later, can I tell you something? 2 days later, she popped back up. And let me tell you something. This is based on 2 hours a day on one platform. I'm going to walk you through this, okay? But my 40 hours became 2 to 3, depends on how many platforms you're on, but I will get to that. I don't do the dash. I work from home now. I'm with my kids. I do this from my phone. A lot of things I do from my phone. Um, Now, I am on the tube right here. I'm on the tube and I'm on Twitch. So I'm using my camera, but I could really use my phone. A lot of people actually create content with their phones. Nothing wrong with that. I just like the mic and I like my camera for YouTube. But there are plenty of people that use this. It depends on what platform you choose. Okay. There's options. That's all I'm saying. So my 18 became 900 and also $1,800 days. Now, not as many as these, but I just want you to know what's possible. Because when I say there are six-figure income earners in our program, that's because there are. I want you to know what is possible. I want you to come out of the I was over here thinking I think different now. Back here, I was had this different way of thinking, man, I don't have money to spend money. And what I realize now is there is a way to work smarter and not harder. And I've learned so many other things, but anyways, I don't want to stay there. So I am happy. I am happy now because this is what I do. You guys might want to screenshot this in 3 and 2 and 1. Now I'm going to go over this. All right. I'm going to do whiteboard for a little bit and then I'll go into something else. We're going to hang out for a little bit, not too long here. So I appreciate your time. If you're new to me, make sure you drop it in the comments. Let me know that you're new. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button or follow whatever platform you're on. Okay. So let me go over what I do. Now, this is the framework for how we all start. If you choose to do more, can I tell you something? This is so flexible because some people choose faceless, some people choose face forward, which is what I do. I choose face forward. Some people choose to go live, some people choose not to go live. This is the framework for how we start. What you do after, if you want to ask me, man, just ask me. You're a part of you can choose to be in my community. All right. We're part of a main community, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But this is how I went from dashing to being at home. I started this. We learned to make content. Okay. What are we doing? We're making videos. Man, this is not rocket science. We're making short videos. And then I have this awesome automated system. And I'm going to walk you guys through this so that you understand this better. Okay. So I make 7-second videos. Who here would be like, yes, I'm willing to learn some new skills. I'm willing to learn how to make content, because you have got to be willing to learn to make content, because that is what we do. This is how I do what I do. So 35 seconds, 7 seconds, 35 and 1 minute. Now, these two are not written in stone, but this is a really good sweet spot. 7 seconds. Now, if it was a YT short, I would probably say 8 seconds. Yes, I know it's only a second, but it does make a difference. So who here wants to see a 7-second? Drop me a 7. Who wants to see a 1? Drop me a 1 minute in the comments. And if you, what's that? I didn't know that. I just saw a little thing pop up on my screen. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a 7-second and then I'll show you a 1 minute. Okay. So a 7-second video could go like this. Let me grab my really outdated phone here. And it's my fool around phone. So I am going to hit record as if I was going to do a video. Nothing fancy. As long as I hit that 7 seconds, I'm going to stop it. That's what people call B-roll. Okay. I didn't know what the heck B-roll was at all. Like when I started this, I didn't know anything about anything. I was as green can be. And then you take some text on the put some text on the screen, and then you pick a song and you hit post. You can do this on any social media platform. You can do this on the Book of Faces. I don't know what we're allowed to say, what we're not allowed to say completely. So you'll figure it out. Any social media platform. As long as it's social media, we're creating content, okay? So a 1-minute video could go something like this. Oh, you're a skeptic just like I was? Well, I got good news. This is real, it's legit, and it works. I am building a business online by following a step-by-step program. Yes, I was thinking I was too late. I thought maybe I'm too old for this. You know what? There was so many things. I was scared. I didn't want to fall into something that wasn't real. I'm happy to tell you this. Sorry. I'm happy to tell you this, that 1 year and 4 months later, I've been doing this same thing from my phone, from my home, around my kids, with my kids, and I've been making thousands a month as a stay-at-home mom. I love this. I love what I do. I love who it's for. If you want the free blueprint, run to my profile, put your email in, a good email, wait 5 minutes, check your inbox, and then check your promo and trash folder, look for my name, and look for free blueprint. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. And then that's all I would do. Sometimes I actually say, hey, drop a yeehaw in the comments. And then I will go back in there and I will say, drop your email in or something like that. But that's it. That's what I do. That's how I started this whole entire thing. I do my YouTube different now than I did I didn't even do this in the beginning. I think I might have streamed live to my TT and this at the same time, but what I do here now is completely different. Okay. This is what we follow. This is how you start. If you want to go on more than one platform, add an hour. Okay. Put aside a little bit of time to learn, because we're going to learn some high income earning skills called digital marketing skills. So we learn these skills and we apply the skills that we learn. Okay. We're applying these skills in our content. So that is exactly what we're doing. Some people, maybe you've heard of some people say, digital marketing has changed my life, or I'm making thousands from digital marketing, because this is real. I had no clue. Like, I could have used this years ago. I don't know about you, but I needed something to follow step by step. Like, I needed somebody to come along and go, this here, just follow this, and you can stay at home, be with your kids, generate an income, and have a different hope for your future. Because my hope for my future doing the dash, there was none. There wasn't any. I was like this, trying to survive, because all I was doing was covering the rent and putting the gas in the car. That's it. I needed more. So if you're watching me today and you need more, drop in more in the comments. If you watch this later, I don't care. Just drop more in the comments. Okay. You can walk along with me in this video. So marketing skills, that's what we learn. The next half hour and the last half hour, you're probably going to laugh. Half hour, post free ads. What is that? So put some music on. We have 200 high traffic websites, 200 of them. So you can choose some high traffic websites. Posting a free ad is just something simple, a few words, nothing big. Don't make it big. I tend to make mine big, but don't make it big. It's just drawing traffic to where you are. Okay. So if you are on the tube, if you are on TT or FB or IG or wherever you want to be, we even have somebody that's on the linked other thing. Okay. So that's all this does, is get you out there. It's copy, paste. Don't know how to do it? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you say to me, I don't know how to do any of that. That's why it's made for us. It's made for beginners. So we just follow a step-by-step program that teaches us exactly what to do. The last half hour, respond to comments or emails. Okay? It never takes me that long to respond. Never. Never. I've been doing this for a year and 4 months. It's never taken me that long. Okay. Even when any of my videos kind of like pop off, um, on TT, I had a video go to 100 and I think it was 95,000 views, 195,000 views. I believe that's what it's at. And even that it wasn't like a viral thing. It was really slow. And I liked the way that I got the views on that. But I want you to remember something, what the founder always says: we can't take views to the bank. So it's really, this is against what a lot of people think or believe. We don't start with a following. You want 0 followers, and you want to create your content and let that customer find you. When somebody likes you and they get to know you, they're going to want to follow you. They're going to want to ask, what is it that you do? And that's when you respond. So you guys can screenshot this. And a reminder, if you haven't, 3, 2, 1, if you haven't already, this is just my automated system. I'm going to share what that is. Okay. So an automated system, I told you guys, I'm going to walk you through this a little bit different than normal because I like to switch things up sometimes. Now, an automated system, I'm going to explain how this works. Okay. And I want you to remember this. Let me just show you this. 5.5 billion people are on social media, 5.5 billion worldwide. So this is something that our customers are all over the world, like literally all over the world. So you need one person. And I want you to always remember this in your mind. Sorry, I hear something driving by. Squirrel. It doesn't take a bunch of views. Okay. So here's the thing. It takes one person to be a customer. And as you go through this journey, I want you to remember that it takes one person to be a customer. One. And before I get any further, because I forgot to do this. Okay. I forgot to do this. This is what we call an income disclaimer. You can screenshot this if you like. The information and strategies provided in this video are for educational purposes only and should not be considered a guarantee of financial success. Results vary based on individual effort and experience. It's a business. It would be your business. Okay. So I want you to remember that it would be your business, just like it's mine. And we make 100% profit. Okay. So that automated system, because I'm going to share with you some people's, what do you call it? Screenshots. So this automated system, I'm going to explain this to you in an easier way, but this is one way to explain it. So we have a landing page. This girl and guy, I used to have that. It used to be my landing page, but because I've generated an income, I turned it to my story. Then there's a video from our founder, and there's another video from our founder. And she says, like, the average is 1 out of 20 people, they get purchased and they start with your main thing. Okay. So let me share with you, because I'm visual and maybe you are too, but I was like, I like to see how this works. So I started on TT, which is TikTok. Okay. I make my short little videos. Now I do this obviously I'm on YouTube too. So I make short little videos. All right. But TT, here's the difference. The difference between YT and TT is that you can get in front of a large amount of people in a short period of time with TT. Okay. My favorite platform is YouTube, and I'm trying out Twitch. So if you're from Twitch, hello. I don't know too much about Twitch, but I'm trying it out because I can stream to multiple places at one time. So I was like, I'm going to try it. And anyways, back to this. So when I started right here, right? And when somebody's like, hey, wait, I want to know what you do because you seem to not work. You have all this freedom. I do have freedom and I love it. Now, but I do work. So I would say my site. Okay. How do you get more info? My site. Granny's getting paid just right there. And if you haven't grabbed the blueprint, make sure to grab the blueprint. So what happens next? This action right here When somebody wants more info, they have to put their email in. Now, if you're like me, I don't like to give my email. I think that it's going to get swallowed by the black hole or something, and you may laugh at that, but it's true. I don't know about you, but for some reason, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to give you my email because it's like almost impossible to get out of the black hole. Well, let me tell you something. Let me reassure you this. Our system is different than maybe what you think or what you know. It's our automated system. We want this to run well. We want this to operate the way it's supposed to operate. So if somebody is not opening our emails, it affects our system. So if you're not opening up the emails and you really are interested, you need to open up the emails because eventually I take people out. And if you unsubscribe, like you can unsubscribe on every single email. So if you're not interested, it just unsubscribe and you'll never hear from me again. That's sad. But anyways, I'm a joker sometimes. So automated system. This is cool. This is how I got my first customer. Then what happens? Well, there's a short little video of me, very, very short. And then in about 5 minutes, it might not take that long. Check your email. Look for my name. Look for, here's your blueprint. The blueprint is free. Anybody can grab that blueprint. And then what happens? Well, we get to go on a little journey together. You're in my emails, unless you opt out, right? You get to go on a little journey, hear a little bit more about me. And then 1 out of 20 people, like I just showed you that picture, 1 out of 20 people that take that action get started. My number one selling program is a $900 program. Okay. It's called Legacy 2.0. Now, I'm going to move right along, but if you want to screenshot this, you can in 3, 2, and 1. Because this right here, let me explain one thing. This right here is the system. This is the sales system. This does all the heavy lifting. We're making those short little videos that we talked about, the 2 to 3 hours, depending on what you're on. Okay. If I was on one platform right now, I can tell you this. I could probably, without the live, I could probably go live for an hour. And then I might be able to, I'd probably do everything in 2 hours. Okay. On one platform, because we're only making content. I showed you a 7-second and a 1-minute video while I was on my live. Okay. I would make one more video and that would be it. So I could get all my income earning activities done. So our focus is 2 hours doing the income earning activities. Learning is not an income earning activity. In the inside of our community, I'll talk about that in a second, but let your system do all the selling and the telling. We're not doing the selling in here. Okay. So we're not selling in here. It's different. I made that mistake in the beginning. I thought I was selling in these videos and I'm not. I'm really not. So let your system do all the heavy lifting. That's how I got my first customer at 4:30 in the morning because of this. Okay. So moving right along, because what time we got? Okay. I like to keep my videos to 30 seconds, 30 minutes. I'll get it right eventually. I don't know why that's so hard to do. No, I'm not a weakling. Yes, I am. Okay. Now, so we talked about that automated system, right? I want to show you. Okay. So here's some screenshots. Yolanda said 900 in 1 day, third of the new month. And I've already earned more than most people work for the whole month, 900 in 1 day. She is from, where's she from? She's from South Africa, right? Yes, Rands. Okay. So we have people, I told you we have people all over the world doing this. No joke. All over the world. Listen, maybe I can show you. Nah, I'm running out of time. Okay. I was going to show you a map. I don't know why I get excited about the map, but I do. Heck, forget it. I'm going to show you anyway. I'm going to show you because I like when you know that your audience, your customer base is worldwide, it's not just in the US. There's something to be said about having a worldwide I get excited about it. You should get excited about it because it's not just the US. Okay. This is it right here. Look, worldwide. Okay. Worldwide. Look, isn't that awesome? I think that's so stinking cool. Everywhere. We have people doing 57,000 of us all over the world, okay? All over the world. Everywhere. I have to drag it around. Look, even over there. Isn't that crazy? It is crazy to me that you can do this worldwide. So I just want to share. I just like to share that. I don't know why. It's one of my things. I love it. I get excited. Okay. Victoria, first sale of the month. Woohoo! Just got her first $900 sale of the month today. Stacy, hello, November, $900 sale while at a professional development at work. So I think she does a 9 to 5. She must, because she's at a professional development. This is the kind of thing that fits into our lives. Okay. Obviously, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a homeschooling mom. But there are people, not just her. There are people that have started this, okay? Like there's a mom in here that was doing 18 hours. She is now a 6-figure income earner, but she started this with doing 18 hours a day, which I don't even want to think about. But she fit this into the pockets of her day on her lunch in between. She had a full-time job, a part-time job, and she was fitting it in between those things because she was exhausted. She was burnt out, 50 years old, 3 kids, and never being home to see the kids. So what happened? She started this. She quit. Listen, she quit both of those in 10 and a half weeks. Then she carried on, followed this, got her life back, and now she's a 6-figure income earner. I love it. I absolutely love this. So let me share with you. Let me get into the program because you want to know what this is, right? We're doing the 2 to 3 hours on 2 hours on one platform. These are the programs. Okay. Let me move my face over. It cuts me off anyways. Okay. Legacy is one program. Digital Mastery is the second. Passive Daily Pay is the third. Launchpad is the fourth. We are in the education industry, e-learning industry. Okay. So these are all educational. What does that mean? Well, let me share with you. Let me get rid of that. That's better. Okay. So each one of these, they teach us high income earning skills called digital marketing skills. Whatever program you choose, you get that one and the other ones. So I chose Legacy. I cross out the Launchpad. Let me tell you why. Because when I asked this girl, hey, if I purchase the Launchpad, what do I get to promote? She said just that. I said, forget it. I don't want that. I purchased the 9. I have the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 1. All 4 of them on my website. Okay. I paid a one-time website fee of $39. There is no monthly fees. We are part of a 57,000 member community. That's the word I'm looking for. There are 2 small incidentals. So with GoDaddy, and I don't want you to go and do this before you're in the program. Please don't, because I want you to follow it step by step. It shows you step by step how to get started, how to purchase your website name, and how to get that professional email. So it walks you through step by step. Those are the 2 small incidentals, a website name. And please, if you're not sure how to come up with a name or what name to use, ask me. Please ask me. I will help you. Okay. A website name, you want it short, you want it simple, you want it clear, don't spell it strangely. And then professional email, because we're learning to build an email list. Email list equals income. So that's it. For the price of a phone, I have an entire business in a box. And I want you to think about that. It is actually, my phone was more expensive than this. And this was the bridge to me not being broke and stuck and struggling. So would I do it again? Yeah. Like that's almost laughable because I purchased that program in June of 2024, got my first customer. And as soon as I had my first customer, which was a Legacy 2.0 customer, I was in profit mode, just like that. Everything else is just straight profit. Okay. We're not paying monthly fees. We are a part of this community here. And I screenshot this before, so we're at 57,000 now. Every single day, she gives us a daily video to watch. In addition to your program, I have my own community. You get to be a part of mine. You get to direct message me if you have questions. Join me on Thursdays for live Zoom, okay? And if you choose, you're like, "Man, oh wait, I want to share these first cuz sometimes I think I forget to include this. We make 100% profit. I had somebody ask me, "You really get 100% profit?" Yes, really. That $39 website fee is handled differently. If you choose to get started, um, you purchase the program and then there's plans for the program. Okay. I haven't got to that, but there's plans. If you choose to get started with that program, the website fee is separate. So there is no plan for that website fee. You have to have that website fee. It's separate. The 100% of the program goes to the person that's selling it. The 39 goes to support our community, which to me, 39 probably is just, it doesn't, I don't, 39 doesn't cover a lot. I already know this. So we have a community where we're not paying monthly fees, which is crazy. The value that I've received um, far exceeds the price that I paid. I purchased a program. I got the program. I paid a one-time website fee. I have the website. The business in a box. I purchased one program. I got all 4 digital programs that are in the e-learning industry that teach people high income earning skills and give a business to start all online. A website that I didn't create, and then that automated system, that 24-hour automated system that's out there selling. It's a business in a box. It can't be beat. No cold calling. It's not an MLM. There's no degree. I didn't have a degree. I had no experience. And yes, 100% profit. It is based on mastering 2 hours on one platform. If you go to another platform, add yourself some time. Okay. I don't know. It depends on what you do, but I mean, she says add an hour. So you can add an hour. I don't need that, but it depends on what you're doing, like I said. So those are some of the things that I like to share. Now, I would encourage you if you I want you to think about this for a second. Christmas is around the corner, okay? And this is just so you can see a clearer picture. I like to share this one because a lot of people we think with this marker kind of mentality like dollar store, okay? So my number one selling program is 900. 12 customers is 10,800. I want you to think about that for a second. Sorry, I can't have both up. Um, I want you to think about that for a second because a lot of us think about a dollar store and a dollar store mindset. Like, we're like, well, wait a minute. And this is where the doubt comes in. Well, wait a minute. How 10,000 a month? Who can make 10,000 a month? Who else can make 10,000 a month? Who else can make 10,000 a month? Any one of the 57,000 people in our community. Because this program is high price point, it's in demand, all of them. Now, whatever your goals are, you just choose what works for you, okay? But I want you to imagine what it happened to me. What if you woke up tomorrow with a $900 customer? Would that change your Christmas? Would that change your tomorrow? What would you do with that? Actually, if you're watching this later, if you're watching this now, you could do it now. Drop it in the comments. What would an extra 900 do for you right now, today? What would that do for you? Would you pay a bill? Drop it in the comments. Would you pay a bill? Would you, I don't know, would you splurge on yourself? I don't know what you would do. But I can tell you this, that makes a big impact in a lot of people's lives because 900 is not promoting a dollar store marker. If we wanted to hit 900 with this and we were selling it for $1, that would be 900 customers. Do you know that's why I say I want you to remember something. Um, it takes one person to be a customer. One person. One. And we're out there sharing something that is changing people's lives. It literally saved my kids and I. So I don't know where you are. I don't know what you have need of. I don't know if you're running short, but I can tell you this. It is a real legit business made for us, made for beginners. If you don't have a degree, doesn't matter. Not very techie, doesn't matter. I was nervous and I did this and now what am I going to say? You have to connect it's a step by step. You have to connect how you're going to get paid. So you have to get a payment gateway because 100% goes to you. So when you get a customer, whatever that customer is, that goes directly to you. So you need a payment gateway. They walk you through that and you connect it to the website that's made for you. And you connect your website name. So two things you connect, but it's step by step and you just follow it. Okay. I did it. I did it scared. I did it nervous, but I did it. It is made for us. So you do not need tech skills. We're not building a website. No, nothing like that. We're following a step-by-step program and it teaches us everything. And I'm here to help you and support you along the way. So how do you get started? If you want to get started, now I want you to remember this. All four of these, if we were to add them all up, it would be 1,900. So you get all four income streams. Now, I didn't really talk about income streams today because I don't want to get into it, but I think I'm up to 10 or 11 different ways that I can bring in money because of this program. So how we start this, like that's what I said, the 2 hours, that's just like the start. If you want to learn how to bring in more income from different ways, then there are inside of our program, you can learn about affiliate marketing the smart way, learn how to make a community, learn how to make your own digital product, program, or course. There's 200 digital product ideas in there. This is just create your base. And then if you want to go out there and have more things, and it's not about adding more time. I want you to understand that. Whatever we're doing, we want to be time conscious, right? If you want your life back and you want time for yourself, then the founder of this is very time conscious. And I appreciate that because I'm like, yeah, I want to do affiliate marketing the smart way. So instead of creating a whole bunch of videos trying to sell you a marker for $1, I would much rather just put it into one of my automated emails. Or if I really love this marker, which I don't, I go through these like crazy. It drives me crazy, drives me nuts. Anyway, I could, if I wanted to, put this in the description of my video. And every single time I upload a video, that would be there. I'm not talking about it. Sorry, not selling it. It's just there. That gives me an opportunity to bring in more income. And I don't even do anything. I just put it there. So build your base, build your foundation. And your foundation is follow that 2 hours, master the 2 hours, get in the program, and get going. Okay. So if you want to get started, you choose one of the 4 programs. I don't have a screenshot of the 9, but the 9 is in there. So you choose the 9, the 6, the 3, or the 1. And remember this, it even says it underneath here. 3 income, 1, 3, and 6, right? I chose the 9 because I wanted to see the 9. So, but you choose what fits you and your budget. I chose the 9. That was my first 5 customers. My 6th customer was the 100. And then my 7th and my 8th were the 900. Now, you would just go to my Granny's Getting Paid right here, wherever it is, right there. And then when you see Granny's, I'll show you quickly so that you guys understand. Okay. I'll show you quickly what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. Where is it? And then, okay. So you would go to Granny's Getting Paid. This is what it looks like. You would click on, yes, send me the blueprint. Show me how you did it. Enter in your email. And then my call to action in my videos is yeehaw. So anyways, you can always drop me a yeehaw in the comments just for the heck of it, because I love saying yeehaw. that is one of my call to actions in my videos. You'll learn about what that is later. So then as soon as you put your email in, there's a little video of me, and then you can click on the pink button and it takes you right to it. And then you'd be right here. Okay, that's the 9. If you don't want the 9, then you would just scroll down. This is my website. There's the founder. Her name is Michelle O'Neill. That's the founder. We can be a licensed reseller. Please don't think that you have to do that before you get started. I am a licensed reseller. This is just sharing because we introduced this after I actually was in this program. So it's learning what is the 2 hours, going through some things. Here are testimonials. You can just watch. Everything's there. You'll see me. My kids are a lot bigger now. Now there's some more testimonials. You can just go through this. If you want one of the other ones, is that the 9? That's the 9. And then down at the bottom, 6, 3, and 1. Okay. There are plans available. And I want you to remember this. Hold on. I'm going to scroll back up. No, I'm not. I'm going to go over here. So there are plans available. As you can see right here, it says click here for plan. I want you to understand something. Klarna is like $56 a month. But when you look at Klarna, it looks like it says $225 for 4 payments or something like that. Most people can't do that. So what you do is you click on the learn more and it'll show you $56 per month, but you have to go continue in order to choose that. Okay. So I don't want you to be like panicked or, oh man, I can't do it. Yes, it's there. And if you need help, I will help you. Now that I've gone over everything, I believe today, I've gone over everything. I'm past my time, but listen, if you guys have any questions at all, if there's anything and you're like, where's that thing? Let me get it out of my face. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're watching this later, let me know what excites you the most, or if you guys want to drop it in the comments now. What excites you the most about this? Is it that it's beginner friendly, that it doesn't take a lot of time, that we are learning some new skills? I mean, for me, I love the skills because, man, I can sell anything online. Marketing skills are something that I think that everybody should have because it's just this opening to a door, a world that I didn't know existed. I also learned about brand deals, which is something else in this day and age. Guys, if you're not making an income from here, I don't know why not. Maybe you just didn't know, but don't sit on the fence. Don't sit there waiting. Make this Christmas different. If you're watching this later, it's all about getting started. That's what it's about. The only difference between me and you right now is that I said yes. Okay. You also get me as your bonus in your back pocket. I didn't have a bonus in my back pocket when I started this. I didn't have somebody. I purchased, they didn't have a community, which is fine. Not everybody needs a community. Not everybody wants a community. You don't have to do that. But I like it because it gave me a place to share and to grow. So I get to help you right there. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. God bless. Have a wonderful day, guys. And thank you for joining me today.